What's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, great.
You and I are still at South by Southwest.
We are, as you can see.
But in present time, it's Monday. It's Monday
Monday.
after South by Southwest.
Yes.
But we're in the big picture booth. Several big pictures here. Big picture folks here. We've got David Berg and Wilson in the background. There's Antoinette.
Mm-hmm.
And they are exhibiting for Be Unbound.
And in Blaze.
That's right. So
Yes.
I think this is the first time we've had booths at a conference like this, so it's been a pretty cool experience. Coincidentally, or not, I don't know. There happens to be a Big Picture alum at another booth in the hall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What school did she attend?
She attended San Diego Met.
I feel like we might be overdoing the San Diego Met stuff on Cup of Joy.
We're never overdoing the San Diego Met stuff.
All right, well, I'm going to jump out just like we did the episode last Thursday where we talked to Nancy Gutierrez and Carla.
I will
Take it over.
Okay, so I want to welcome Izzy Fitzgerald to the seat. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome, Izzy. So it's great to see you. We've actually worked together on some projects over the pandemic, but first I want to say congratulations because I know you graduated early.
Thank
San
you.
Diego Met. We were talking about this earlier today. How did you finish early? I think
So I graduated early by adding in college credits with my high school credits. So I took an economics class, and then I took a political science class over the summer, and then I also took an English class. And I did that all within my last senior semester, so I could leave my last senior semester up to whatever I wanted to do. So then I had to talk to my counselor, Jason Rovick, about it, and he was like, let's do it, let's figure this out. And so that's basically what I did, and it was a really cool experience. It was all online, so I got to still work while I was doing my online college classes.
That's amazing. I was telling Izzy, I was like, I wish I would have done this, but it's okay. My experience is my experience. I've heard a lot of great things about the time that you were at the Met, especially like your last few semesters, regarding your internship, which I think was and is phenomenal. I heard through the grapevine that you're working with Mayor Todd Gloria.
I am.
Can you speak about that?
Yeah, so it's actually like the best internship experience that I've ever had. I started there in late August, early September. And the way it started is my advisor sent me a picture of the flyer, texted it to me, was like, hey, sign up for this. And I was in the middle of moving. Like I was in the middle of moving houses from neighborhood to neighborhood. And so I just sent this like really unprofessional email basically describing every like work experience that I have. And it was like, hey, like just give me a shot. Like just have an interview with me. And he agreed, my supervisor agreed to have a meeting with me, an interview. And basically it felt like he already decided in his mind that he was going to hire me as an intern.
Yeah.
So it was more of a conversation than an interview on the Zoom call. And he was like, at the end, he was like, okay, so when can you come in to work? And I was like, okay, I'll come in. I'll be there next week. And so I'm the youngest intern there at the moment. And so with that, it comes with like a lot of pros and cons and conversations about age and work environments like the government. And so I've stayed at that internship for over months now. And usually the internship only lasts a semester, but they asked me to stay on and continue working for them. So now I'm training all the new interns who are all older than me. So it's just like a very interesting experience. And I think it's just funny, like getting their text on my phone. And I'm like trying to lead them through things while I'm at like events like these. And so without my advisor in Big Picture Learning and the work experience Big Picture Learning gave me, I definitely wouldn't have the job that I have today at the mayor's office.
And I think what one cool thing that stands out about the story is that you said that you reached out to the contact person at the mayor's office.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a, I mean, think about my experience at the Met. It's like this, we were prepared to kind of do that and like cold call folks. So I think that's super cool that you did that and took that initiative for yourself.
Yeah, and I wasn't really scared emailing. It was just like I was emailing any other person, which I wouldn't have without the Met at all, because the first thing you do in the 9th grade is like figure out how to write emails. And even though my email is completely unprofessional and I should have professionalized a lot more, I was just in a rush in the middle of moving. It was still like, without that experience, I wouldn't even know to list what I've been doing if I didn't have time to send a resume.
And so you're clearly here in Austin.
Yes.
What are you here doing?
So I'm working with this company called Grapevine, which is a website program where students all over the world can post projects. So if a student at maybe a private school here in Austin, Texas, learned how to make a guitar, they would post it on Grapevine, and then maybe a student all the way in San Diego, California, was like, I'm going to do the same guitar but make it out of recyclable goods because I'm into climate. So they would add on to the project, and it's like a continuous loop between students all over the world. It's really trying to lessen the gap between more wealthier schools versus not as wealthy schools, and trying to give everyone the same resources. And so I met the founder of Grapevine through an Education Reimagined Zoom call, which I met Education Reimagined because I was on Big Picture Learning Zoom calls.
Yeah.
So it's just the connections are trickling down. And so now, because I got to graduate early, I get to travel around the world at 17 for a job.
So where have you been? That sounds so exciting.
So I'm here in Austin, Texas. Okay. Last week I was in Boise, Idaho. In early April, I might go to Iowa big.
Okay.
And I get to pick more places. I just have to contact schools. So I've been contacting schools in New York. I've been contacting schools in New Orleans, San Francisco, places like that. I could go outside of the United States if I wanted to. I just don't have a passport. Mm-hmm. So my friend's always like planning on seeing a school all the way in Costa Rica and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's a very cool experience.
Okay, that sounds amazing and something really exciting to put one on your resume, but also to have that experience to be like a continuing learner, obviously.
Exactly.
So like, I hate asking questions like, so what's the next move, or like, what's the bigger picture? I'm just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, what's up next, and or are any of the internships and experiences you have now kind of supporting what your vision is for future?
Yeah, so I plan on going to school for sociology and social work. Just because since I was little, I've always been like, I just want to help people. I don't really care what I'm doing, which leads for a very like blind eye in my future career because I just don't know what I'm doing half the time. Yeah. But I just got accepted to the University of Oregon the other night when I was here. So thank you. I was so scared because I was like, what if I open it and it says no, and then this whole class is ruined? And so it said yes, luckily. Okay. And that was one of my top schools. So I might go to Oregon or I might go to Santa Cruz.
You got into Santa Cruz?
I might.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yes.
But if I do, I just don't know which one I'm going to go to.
Of course, yeah.
But Angela Davis is a professor at Santa Cruz, so we'll see about
that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen. I think I emailed her when I was at Berkeley, and I was like, "Can I sit in one of your courses?" Yeah. I never got an email back.
I want to go so bad. That's like my my main reason I want to go, just to get in a class with her.
Yeah.
But so we'll see. But college is the next move after traveling.
Okay.
And I would like to maybe own a profit day.
Okay. Love it.
But we'll see. I'm very much a background person when it comes to like businesses and helping people out. I don't really like being in the eye of the public. So I might just continue working in policy and maybe be a community representative in a political office. That's all I'm sure of. Okay. Yeah, it's a big open world that I have no idea where I'm going in it. So,
and you know what though, I think it's really good to kind of keep those options open, right? I feel like sometimes when we have like a tunnel vision on like this is the road I'm taking, you can it closes you off from other opportunities.
Exactly.
So for sure, just be like, whatever comes my way, it's gonna,
Exactly. Take the opportunities as they come, and not be stressed out when they don't come.
And I think, is Brenna Banana Slut?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Are you?
No.
Oh, okay. So we have a BPL alum that went to Santa Cruz in case you want.
Yeah.
A connection there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, any other? Do you have anything to rep? I know you. What's her name? Grapevine.
Yes.
Okay. Where can we find them?
So you can go to grapevine.com. You'll find all the information there. We've been working with 27 schools and we want to work with a lot more. If you want to contact me, you can contact Izzy, so IZZY at Grapevine, which is GRAYVYNE.com.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that plug. And I wish you all the best. It's always great to connect with San Diego alums.
Yeah.
Let's keep in touch because I feel like we definitely collaborate in the future on
I would love that. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your time. And with that, I'm going to bring back Chris.
Okay.
Thank you, Izzy.
Thank you.
I got a quick question for Izzy as she moves off screen. When you went to Boise, did you go to One Stone?
I did go to One Stone.
Shout out to One Stone. I
Yeah.
love One Stone for many reasons, but one of them being that there's a student design firm inside One Stone called Two Birds.
Yeah,
And like student run design shop, like I'm a design nerd to begin with. And then to know that there are students running a very cool design shop. So shout out to One Stone and Two Birds. Anyway, I joked about us being a little bit over the top with San Diego, but you're going to San Diego,
Yes, next week
right?
or this week. So y'all will see me in San Diego.
And then we're going to San Diego in April
Yeah.
for ASU GSV. More of this conference stuff, but it's been fun.
It's been great.
Yeah.
Yes. And with that, folks, thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Cup of Joy. We really appreciate the support. Check out Emblaze, check out Grapevine, check out Be Unbound. And we hope you make it a great day.
Whether you choose to or not.